All right, guys, welcome back to Roleplay the West Marches, week number 4, hour number 2. Steven, what's going on?
So you guys have refreshed yourselves playing in this meadow a little bit. Oh god, what's your name? Valisowen has refilled her water canteen from the babbling brook, and Frecky has, gotten a lot of like straw and hay all over her cloak, and now he looks very satisfied with his or herself.
Frolicking in the flowers. Correct.
Can you just swap pronouns every time you talk about Frecky?
I would like that.
It'll be like BMO on Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I figure you guys took like an hour's worth of rest in this meadow, just hanging out, trying to see if it felt super smart or anything like that. And then you were ready to head back on, so Juliet led you guys unerringly straight towards the ruins.
Hell yeah. Nailing it every day.
I totally forgot to mention at the start of the show, but the beer that I'm drinking is beer that I brewed myself with my buddy.
Whoa.
And it's delicious. It's our best beer yet.
What's it called, Steven? What's the name of the
I don't think we have a name for it this time. Let me see.
You gotta think of a name.
I don't know. It's too much pressure. Oh my god. No, I'm getting my password wrong.
Just so nervous.
Nope. It's called Nerves of Ale.
This makes sense.
There you go.
Yep. So it's a Scotch ale and it's delicious.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you come upon a low mound, like basically a huge cairn of stones, and there's a wrought stone entrance that is rising out of the hill. The entrance is on the southeastern side, so you guys approach sort of from the west, and you don't see anything around. And after doing like a circle of the mound, you find this wrought stone entrance. And there is like a mist rising off of the mound. Would each of you give me a Constitution save?
Oh gosh.
So that is okay.
I have a +1. Oh my god.
12, 3.
Bad.
12. Everyone just full of 12s today.
Valisowen, as you approach this mound and you start breathing in this mist a little bit, you just start feeling nauseated. Like it doesn't.
Am I pregnant?
That was my first thought too.
Yes, oh
You probably have to go
babies
to
at the same
a
time,
medicine
and then they'll be
woman
best friends, and then they'll get
to
married.
determine. And then they'll get married, yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing else happens. Like you don't throw up. You're just feeling a little bit sick. There's kind of this stale, spicy scent in the air.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I recognize this feeling?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. What does it look like when you study the arcana of
14
a location
plus 2.
or a thing?
Um,
Is it 14 plus 2?
yeah.
Oh, because you're proficient.
Yes.
Oh, neat. Cool.
Well, I'm proficient, but I also it's 2 + 2 intelligence, right? Because
So
it's
that's
intelligence.
+4.
Well, you had a plus
Yeah, that's
1
plus
there.
4.
What's the plus
Oh
1?
yeah, I don't know.
So
So
That's
it's
an
13 plus 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, like your knowledge of arcana, you're like scribing a rune on a piece of bark and then burning it and sort of like sniffing the air and muttering incantations under your breath, and they don't actually tell you anything about this. It doesn't seem to be a magical effect.
We notice her doing this.
Yeah, she says, "Hang on, let me stop and investigate this for a moment."
I'm just like, did that yield any answers for you, Val?
Unfortunately, not so much.
I scamper over to this, and I too begin smelling it. And even though I'm half cat, my sense of smell is more tiefling, so I have like very, very awful sense of smell. But I still smell everything anyway.
Oh my god, what does it smell like? Does it
Is she
smell
gonna
great?
Does she has to do like a roll for that to try to?
No, her
think
roll was earlier, so
We're all smelling it right now, right?
Yeah.
It's just sort of hanging in the air around this mound.
Val,
And the mound,
are you making any like physical reactions on your face to the smell?
No.
Okay.
I'm just well, I'm not physical
Completely
as far as the
blank
smell,
faced.
but more so just of like thought.
Sure. Okay. What were we gonna say, Steven?
There-
No, I'm gonna ask you every time. Anytime anyone puts food in their mouth, I'm immediately just gonna ask what they were gonna say.
just that the mound is like 100 feet in diameter. It probably rises 20 or 30 feet above the level of the plain.
Was
and
this
it's clear
not here
this is
before?
What's that?
Was this not here last 6 days ago?
No, that's what you were seeing from afar.
Oh,
It looked
okay.
like a building.
Okay.
Because it actually does not have grass growing on it. It's like stones all packed into a pile, and there's like mud and stuff between them, but there's no grass growing on it.
Is there any signs of footprints or life that has been passing through here?
Give me a like a survival check.
All of us.
You're
or just him?
checking just Kurthak. Are you checking around the entrance or where specifically?
Just in our general area.
Mhm.
And if depending on what I find, I'll probably search closer or not.
Okay, is that 18 your roll?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. In your immediate vicinity, from where you guys are sort of clustered around the mound, as Freki is like climbing up on top of it and sniffing at these pockets of mist rising up off of it. There's nothing right here, but just a little ways a little ways clockwise around the mound near the entrance, you do see like the dirt and stuff is scuffed up at the entrance. It looks like there's someone or something that has been going in and out.
And this is the area where we saw where we felt the magic earlier?
No,
It's not, right? It's
No.
nothing. It's nowhere near.
correct.
So I turned to Juliet. I'm just like, is there a reason that you brought us here? I do not believe this is the correct place.
It's on the way.
Well, something has been here. Do I have any idea if it's large tracks, small tracks?
Are you going like to look at the tracks at the entrance?
Yeah.
From where you are right now, you can just see that the ground over there is scuffed up a bit. You'd have to actually go up and investigate more closely to see.
No, I don't. I say to Juliet, I'm just like, we should not. Something may be living in there, and I don't want to see what it is. We should probably get out of here.
I'm positive that we're in the right direction, right?
This is the destination that you were bringing people to.
Oh, I was bringing people here.
Yep.
Oh. I thought that this was a stop. The other stuff was beyond this.
Nope. This is the stuff.
I don't know.
This
This is where you wanted to go, so I brought you here.
I remember
While
very
they're having
different
this
scenery.
conversation, I begin. Can I do a perception check to see if I see the mound that JP was looking at?
Well, Kurthak, you've never been here before. You've only seen it from a distance.
Right.
From a distance of like it was on the horizon, right?
Right, but we were right next to the rocks that I was expecting to go, right? So like I would know what that place looks like.
Yeah, so you were there earlier. You went to the Standing Stone. You looked off to the east and you saw Hextia's hut in the distance, maybe a mile or two away. And then you looked off to the west and you saw this collection of the Elven Ruins that Hextia told you were the Elven Ruins.
But they're not, as far as we can tell right now.
Does anybody have any history?
I do.
Valley. Is this where the rooms are? Are they under this mound?
Yeah. Valley, do you want to do a history check?
Yes.
I'll give you advantage. Go ahead and roll twice and take the better result.
22.
Yeah. These are ancient Elven ruins.
I respond to
Did
Freki.
it.
I respond to Freki saying, "Indeed, this is the right place." And like I said, I walk forward. But first I wanted to see if I could perceive what JP had been seeing earlier.
Are you talking about the tracks around the
Yeah.
entrance?
Mhm.
Okay. Since Kurthak has pointed them out to you, you
Okay.
can see them.
Okay.
Do you have any skill with tracking or
I have nature skill.
nature
I don't know
skill?
if that would
Yeah,
help.
go ahead. Yep, that might help. Would you get a 7? There's just a lot of scuffs on the ground. You can't really tell if these are created by an animal or not. They could be.
Where's Druid NA? Anyways, I just keep.
I start rolling
walk
around
up
in
and
the tracks.
I walk up to go look at it, and I kind of am amused by what Frecky's doing. So as I'm walking, I'm slightly distracted.
What are you doing, Frecky?
Just rolling around in the tracks.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, Frecky's rolling around on the tracks and like totally obliterating any of this path that you guys might be able to, do anything with. But the tracks do lead straight into the entrance, and it's this arched, wrought stone entryway that drills down into this mound, and it goes down at probably like a 30-degree angle into the earth, and it's not lit.
Sick, let's do it. I start to go down.
I cast I cast my druidcraft, and I just make a little wisp that spawns and kind of like dances down into the darkness.
Let me read up on druidcraft really quick.
I actually have a link for you here, really nice and easily.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, it's fancy. Here you go. This is my spell book, so I just sent it to you on Skype. Oh, that's not.
Oh, nice.
Did I send you the right link?
You sent me the link to your character. Holy
Yeah,
crap! Look
that's
at that.
not what I meant, but I meant to send you this one.
But you
Has
are
the
getting
spell.
like Mondo awesome points for being awesome and having
That's
your
the
character
spell.
on the roleplay wiki. Cool. So
Oh,
druidcraft.
Wait, I could put Juliet on the roleplay wiki?
Yeah,
It
if
is
you
on
want
the
to.
I would
roleplay
also
wiki.
be impressed.
I think someone probably already put you in there though.
You're in there already. You just need to edit your page.
There's a page there. There's just no details.
I made a new page for the spell book, but it links to my page.
Now, this from druidcraft, you can't actually create a source of light. So I can say, like, you can create like a small little faint like puffball of like cotton or like seeds or something flowing through the air. But you can't actually create light. That would be something like you would use produce flame for that.
Yeah, that I was gonna say. If I can't do that, then I'll just do produce flame then.
Yeah. So you produce flame, and it creates a bright light.
I
within
also
10
have-
feet of you.
Like dark vision, so couldn't I see down there
Hmm.
up to 60 feet? So I wouldn't even need to light it.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the party has dark vision,
Yeah.
right?
So it's elf, tiefling. I don't know
I
if
don't-
tieflings have dark vision.
Yeah, I don't think I have dark vision.
Let me take a quick
But
look.
if I can't see it, I will light my hand on fire.
Do cats have
I
dark
have dark vision.
Yeah. So those of you who do have dark vision, you can see down here, and there's this like 10-foot wide staircase that descends into the entrance of this place. By it proceeds for like 20 or 30 feet before opening up into a wider chamber. And because of the angle of the staircase, you can't really see into the chamber very much at all. There's just
Are there any?
a flagstone floor inside. And
I probably-
Fricky, you do have dark vision.
Are there braziers?
Oh, okay.
Whatever you call them. God, I'm probably saying it wrong.
Are there razors? What?
No, the
Braziers!
braziers.
Roleplay brought to you by Mach 3.
Gillette.
Yeah.
Strong enough for a man, smooth enough for a woman.
No, isn't Gillette's brand Venus? Isn't that the,
Oh, yeah.
Venus
Yeah.
is the woman's version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there are no
Literally
braziers,
the same razor.
Yeah.
but you do see sockets on the wall for where torches would be stuck, but there are currently no torches stuck along the walls here.
Gotcha.
So as you're walking forward, I'm just like, Val, I don't know if we want to enter here. This might not. How important are these stones to you?
I keep walking in. I'm like totally ignoring the conversation. I just keep walking.
I say to I'm the worst right now because I don't remember everyone's names.
It's either Ironjaw or Kurthak, whatever you want to call them.
Kurthak, okay. I say, Kurthak, but is this not what we came here for?
I was expecting a much simpler.
Guys, this room is like fucking huge, right?
I believe.
Are you down in there, Juliet?
Yeah, I'm like continuing to just walk in like there's no big deal.
Are you just like down at the bottom and shouting back up to the top? This
Yeah.
room's really big,
This
you
room
guys.
is like fucking huge. You
Let me
guys
tell
have
you-
got to come down here.
Let me tell you what you see down here.
Okay.
There's a large antechamber built of granite blocks set into the walls. There are sconces on the walls that are unlit, and they have oil in them as if, it could be lit to burn. There is a dais with a large statue of a drake's head on the wall directly across from the entrance. And to its right and its left, there are 2 doors, one on the right wall, one on the left wall. From inside the mouth of this large drake's head, there's this smoke that's pouring forwards and rolling down the steps of the dais. And then there are like grooves cut in the stone all around the dais down on the floor. And it's like there's this rushing sound, and all of the smoke that's pouring out of this thing's mouth is vanishing down into these grooves. So the smoke is like, it's around this head, but none of it is actually rolling out.
It's all getting
to you.
sucked into the ground.
Right.
Okay.
There's a darkened sort of spot in the back of this drake's throat, shrouded in smog and folk. Smoke and fog.
There you go.
Smog and folk.
As Juliet screams this, and Val's like in mid conversation with me, and I guess Frecky's still frolicking in the dirt.
There's like 2 doors. Should I like go in one?
I'm just like, oh no, and I just like run down into the pit to find.
I'm gonna
Juliet.
go in one.
Please don't, Juliet. Please wait.
As I go into the room, I light all the sconces.
Okay, cool. So you just have like a flint and steel or something that you're striking to light these sconces?
No, I'm going to use my druidic. I'm not.
Oh yeah, your produce flame. Okay, you just. Okay. As soon as the 2 of you enter the room, get down the stairs. There's this Elven Huntress appears as if she's crafted out of fog, and she just appears in between the 3 of you. And she opens her mouth, and her mouth just opens and continues opening until her jaw is like down between her bosoms. And she cranes her neck and she just howls and shrieks. And then she just fades away.
When I hear this, I come rushing down.
Have I seen
Join
this
them.
type of creature before?
No,
I'm guessing it's like a banshee or something.
you have not.
Fuck, I was worried she was gonna tell me to suck her nipple. I'm like all fucked up now.
All things considered,
It's an amusing
that was not
thought.
that bad.
It's not bad. Yeah. I was like, oh, she's gone. All right, fuck it. Which door should we go in?
So we only see the dais in there.
And you said that
Yes.
Where is the smoke coming from? Is it coming from something in this room?
It's coming from back in the mouth of this drake, whose head is like mounted on the wall. It's like a statue of a drake's head or something like that. There's smoke coming out, and it's huge. It's big enough to walk into.
Is there
It's
a door on that side of the wall? Or
so
would this be a door by what you just described? You said it's big
Like
enough
if
to walk
if
into.
you went walking into it, then yeah. I mean, there's even like a darkened spot in the back that looks like maybe there would be a passageway back there.
I want to go over and just like study the door to see if there's any mechanisms to close it or anything like that.
Okay, so you step forwards, and there's all this smoke pouring out, and it's getting sucked into these grooves. You're going to step back in there and look in the door?
I'll stay on the outside of the door. I'm not going to put my head inside of a thing's mouth on the side of a wall, no. I'm looking to see if there's like something to grab onto to close this.
Dry ice machine.
So, like,
Yeah.
the head is, like, 15 feet long and, like, 8 feet tall.
Oh,
like,
so it's,
the
like,
the
super
opening,
massive.
yeah, you could walk into it standing fully upright. And you, Kurthak, you'd probably have to dip to, like, not hit your head on its teeth or something like that. But it's really big. So from a position of, like, quote-unquote safety, from the outside of these grooves on the ground, you can't see very much. It's just this very dim, like, there's this dark pit in the back of the throat of this creature, and there's smoke that's, like, boiling out of it.
Can I use thaumaturgy to close doors?
I still don't know how to pronounce that word.
We'll never know.
If you saw, like, a door or, like, a mechanism, you could use thaumaturgy to... Thaumaturgy, I think, is the right pronunciation.
Thaumaturgy?
I don't actually
That
know.
actually sounds proper.
Steven actually knows. He's just saying it to make us feel better.
No, because Adam made fun of me for it, because he's a jerk.
Oh.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is it
What did he
thaumaturgy?
say to you?
Can we just call it
Thaumaturgy.
thammies? I'm gonna use my thammies.
Yeah, Thames. You're gonna use Thames to try to close this mouth.
Thaumaturgy? Yeah.
So
Oh,
like
you caught on to what I wanted to do.
thaumaturgy is it's like you apply like 3 pounds of force in one direction briefly. So if there was a door that was free swinging and you pushed on it with thaumaturgy, you could shut it. But this mouth is clearly being held open of its own accord, so you don't even know if there is like a hinge or a mechanism you could use in order to shut it. So I don't know that thaumaturgy would help you at this point.
Okay.
And you said on the opposite side there's 2 doors?
Yeah, so from where you are, Kurthak, immediately to your right, there's a door, and there's actually like some writing scrawled on that door, and immediately to your left, there's a door.
Is it in common?
Yeah.
What does it
looks like
say?
it.
What does the writing say? I'll investigate
Okay,
it.
you head over to the door on your right, and it says, Kuthar's Bane, enter not.
Do I know who
Does anybody know who Kuthar is? Yeah.
Anybody have any history?
I do. I
Yeah,
have history.
I guess I read that. I'm just like, does anyone know a Kuthar?
Okay. Go
By the
ahead,
way, it is
give me-
thaumaturgy is how you actually pronounce it. And
Thaumaturgy?
I would go for- yeah, thaumaturgy.
Not thaumaturgy?
No.
Thaumaturgy sounds so
Well, I
much
just gotta-
cooler.
It does sound better that way.
I'm going to pronounce that thaumaturgy.
Oh, crushed it.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
damn. You definitely know who that guy is.
So tell me the story, Steven.
Phallus Owen,
Why,
you
yes, I
have
do.
you've
I have
spent some
heard of-
time in Viraskali, and you've been learning a
At the
little
library's
bit about rumors of like what's been going on in the nearby area. And you heard that there was a man from the town of Castow who headed out to a cluster of Elven Ruins, and he was exploring deep in these areas, and he was slain by like a ghost. And his name was Kuthar.
A ghost.
Yeah,
You
so
share that with the party,
I
Maggie?
relay this to them and I explain who Kuthar is.
I just kind of turn and I'm like, we should not be here. This is far beyond our.
every time.
He's just so afraid.
He's literally both games that I've played. He's the only one who's like, this is a really bad idea and we should leave. And no one listens ever.
Yeah, I just turn. I'm just like, we
She's
should not.
found your shtick, JP.
We should not be here.
So there you go.
Kurthak, cheer up. This will be fun.
Would everybody give me a perception roll, please?
What's that? Oh, I'm perceptuous. Is that even a fucking
Holy
word?
shit, what the fuck?
I'm perceptive.
Yeah,
Very
perceptive.
perceptive.
Another
So
20.
perceptuous.
24, 15, 19.
Perceptuous.
Perceptuous.
Freaking rock
24's
that
rough.
shit,
That's nuts.
Steven.
Yeah.
We're like, nah, dude, nah. We see all the
Okay. So,
Kaitlyn, did you roll?
What do I add to it?
Your
so
wisdom?
you have your
Your
perception
perception.
stat,
Yeah.
which is based off of your wisdom.
Probably not.
I don't know
Well,
if
you're
it's true.
charismatic, so probably
It's plus
not.
1 for you, Kaitlyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
holy
She rocked
shit.
that.
Probably not.
You guys
No,
are
I said
standing
it's probably
there
not that high.
staring at this door with Kuthar's Bane, enter not written on it, and there's all these flickering lights, like shadows being cast from the torches, the sconces that Valisilin lit as she was going through the room, and you hear like whispers coming from behind you, like, do you think there's someone out there? Yeah, we should check. And then you hear the door go creak from behind you, the door on the opposite side.
From behind me?
The door we came in from? Or
No, so the door
It's
you
one of the
came in from,
other-
there's actually no
It's the
door there.
opposite.
It's just a
Oh.
staircase.
Like we
But
went to
on
the right.
opposite, yeah.
Then they
You guys went to
they
the
were
right,
to
and
left.
from the door that was on the left, you hear this creak as it opens.
Everyone does?
Yes. And would you all please roll initiative?
Okay.
Okay.
That's based off a D20, right?
Plus your
Yeah.
dex, yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
dex modifier?
Oh shit!
What?
Fuck.
Natural 20, Steven.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
20.
Oh,
Juliet.
Juliet. Juliet rocking
I
it.
used my 20.
Frecky, I'm in the same boat. I actually got the same roll as you.
Can I do that? Oh my god, that's so sick. I have a turn order thing set up here, and I can actually just grab your results and drag them onto the turn order thing.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Iron Jaw. Awesome.
I saw someone
Valicillin.
using like pieces on a like a magnetic whiteboard once, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of a good idea too."
Mhm.
That's cute.
I use folded over like houses of note cards in person, and I have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just distribute them in order to the people who rolled the highest. Now, Valicillin, you got that 4 on your.
Yeah,
Okay.
we both
Didn't do so
Frecky and I
well.
got.
Yeah, Frecky and
Oh,
Valicillin.
I'm never gonna roll well on initiative, which is probably a good thing because I shouldn't be running into battle.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a good
Juliet,
point.
you spin around, and 20 feet away, like the big snout of this drake is in between you and them. There's 2, like, bulky-looking thugs with maces hanging at their belts. One of them is like grasping this heavy crossbow that's primed, and like he's bringing it up and pointing it straight at your belly. What are you gonna do, Juliet?
I am pregnant. Okay.
You should yell at him and say that.
Baby, I'm bored, idiot.
The only way
Point that somewhere else.
I'm not fast enough to get to him and attack him, right?
Or they're only 20 feet away, and I'm fairly certain your speed is 30 feet, so you can. And actually, I did this for you guys. So take a look at the top of Roll20. There's like chat, and then immediately to its right, there's the art library, and then there's the journal, which looks like a newspaper. And you can click the handout called Quick Reference and bring that up. And then that's like basically a summary of all the rules in 5th edition.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah. So you can look down under actions, which is on the left-hand side about halfway down. So you can attack, cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
Yeah,
dodge.
that's what I was about to say. Sounds like
You
you're
can
playing
grapple,
dodgeball.
escape, you can help somebody, you can hide, you can ready an action, search, use an object, or improvise. And it even talks about your movement. So on your turn, at the very top of the page, you can see you can move, you can take an action, and you can take a bonus action. So you can move up to your speed, which is 30 feet, and then you can take an action. So
Right. Okay. So as like, I zone in on the one who's like lifting up
yeah,
the crossbow, right?
it's like super
And I-
slow-mo.
Yeah. And I run toward him while pulling out my mace and just go right for his face.
Awesome. Are you running through the jaw of this drake,
Yes, I
or are you
am.
running around? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like Blind Fury style.
Awesome. So you step into the mouth of this creature,
Oh God. Uh-huh.
and please give me a Constitution save.
24.
Holy
Dude,
shit!
you're rolling so well. What the fuck?
Oh my god! You get slammed in the face with this horrible, noxious smell. And you take this big inhalation, and it's the worst thing you've ever smelled in your life. And you take 13 damage
What?
from
What the
breathing in these fumes.
Wait, I thought rolling higher was better. What the fuck, man? What? It's not.
That's half.
What? Okay, well, I'm down to 1 hit point.
I'm surprised you're still walking. So you go charging out the other side of this, and you're
Yeah,
just like
I just,
coughing
like-
and hacking and gasping. And then you finish your swing, just like bringing this heavy mace of yours. Like, where are you trying to hit him? Like across the knees or something?
She
No,
said
right in the
head.
face.
Yeah.
Right for the
Okay,
face.
right in the face. Awesome. Roll for it.
Oops, that's not how you spell roll. 19.
19. That's a hit. Yeah, you just like slam this guy straight across the nose.
Oh, it should be plus some. Don't you have a modifier,
I'm sure you do.
Dodger, for your weapon?
For just attack?
Yeah, you should have like a
Oh,
next to your
plus
weapons.
5.
So,
Yeah, so you got a 24. So like Juliet is blowing shit up this time.
Is that a
And
crit
then-
or anything,
Charges-
Steven?
Shrieking what? Sorry?
Is that a crit or anything? Or
No.
Okay,
It's a natural 20 is a crit.
gotcha.
So roll your damage, Juliet.
Well, back in the day, like 18s and 19s
13.
did stuff too.
Okay, so the guy with the heavy crossbow.
Back in my day.
Do you have a maul?
I know, back in our day.
Yes.
Okay.
You just like bring this like tree branch you're carrying straight across his face, and his head whips back, and his nose shatters, and blood just sprays out, all like spraying across your face. You know, a little bit of it gets in your eyes, and it washes them clear of the stinging cloud that you just ran through. It's very relieving for you.
Where's this cloud at?
It's in the mouth of the drake.
Oh, and she just walked into the mouth
She
of the
just
drake?
charged
I literally
straight through
ran
it.
through it. I got hit by this nauseous smell, but I've been dealing with morning sickness so much that I just power through
Yep.
and smack that dude right in the face, and his blood hits me, and I'm pregnant!